Coming to the fourth problem, the sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's age in years 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Find his present age. Assume Rahman's present age is equal to x years. 3 years ago, Rahman's age is equal to x minus 3 years. 5 years from now, Rahman's age is equal to x plus 5. The reciprocal of Rahman's age 3 years ago is 1 by x minus 3. The reciprocal of Rahman's age 5 years from now is 1 by x plus 5. And the sum of the reciprocals is equal to 1 by 3. Now taking the LCM, x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 5, here we get x plus 5 and here x minus 3. This is equal to 1 by 3. So this becomes 2x plus 2 divided by x minus 3 times of x plus 5 is equal to 1 by 3. So on cross multiplication we get 3 times of 2x plus 2 is equal to x minus 3 times of x plus 5. That implies 6x plus 6 is equal to x times of x plus 5 minus 3 times of x plus 5. 6x plus 6 is equal to x square plus 5x minus 3x minus 15. So x square, 5x and 3x plus 2x minus 15 minus 6x minus 6 is equal to 0. So this becomes x square minus 4x minus 21 is equal to 0. So for a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c, the roots are minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Comparing the given equation with the standard equation, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to minus 21. Therefore, roots is equal to minus b, which is minus of minus 4 plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac is nothing but minus 4 square minus 4 times of 1 multiplied by minus 21 divided by 2 times of a is 1. This is equal to 4 plus or minus square root of 4 square is 16 plus 21 fours 84 divided by 2. So this is nothing but 4 plus or minus root of 100 divided by 2, which is 4 plus or minus 10 divided by 2. So the roots can be 4 plus 10 divided by 2 or 4 minus 10 divided by 2. So if we take 4 plus 10 divided by 2, the roots will be 10 plus 4 is 14, 14 divided by 2 is 7, or 4 minus 10 is minus 6 divided by 2 is minus 3. Since the age of the person cannot be negative, minus 3 can be ignored. Therefore, the present age of Rahman is equal to x years So we have assumed the age as x years. So we got the value of x as 7. So his present age is 7 years. Coming to the fifth problem. In a class test, the sum of Shefali's marks in mathematics and English is 30. Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, The product of their marks would have been 210. Find her marks in 2 subjects. Let us see the solution. Assume the marks of Shefali in mathematics is equal to X. So marks in English is equal to -30 X. This is because sum of marks in mathematics and English is equal to 30. Now the given condition is, if she had got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, the product would have been 210. So 2 marks more in mathematics is nothing but X plus 2, and 3 marks less in English is nothing but 30 minus X minus 3, which is equal to 27 minus X. So this product is equal to 210. X plus 2 multiplied by 27 minus X is equal to 210. X times of 27 minus X plus 2 times of 27 minus X is equal to 210. 27x minus x square plus 54 minus 2x is equal to 210. Minus x square, 27x minus 2x is plus 25x plus 54. Transposing 210 to LHS, we get minus 210 is equal to 0. So this can be written as minus x square plus 25x minus 156 is equal to 0. So this equation can be written as x square minus 25x plus 156 is equal to 0. If ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic equation, then the roots are minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So comparing this equation with the standard equation, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 25 and c is equal to 156. So the roots are minus b is nothing but minus of minus 25 plus or minus square root of minus 25 square minus 4 times of a is 1 and c is 156 divided by 2a is 2 times of 1. So this is equal to 25 plus or minus 625 minus 4 multiplied by 156 is 624 divided by 2. This is equal to 25 plus or minus 1 divided by 2. So the roots can be 25 plus 1 by 2 or 25 minus 1 by 2. That implies roots are 25 plus 1 is 26 divided by 2 is 13. 25 minus 1 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. So Shefali's marks in mathematics is equal to 13 or 12. English marks is equal to 30 minus 13, which is 17, or 30 minus 12, which is 18. Therefore, Shefali's marks in mathematics is either 13 or 12. Her marks in English is either 17 or 18. Coming to the sixth problem, the diagonal of a rectangular field is 60 meters more than the shorter side. If the longer side is 30 meters more than the shorter side, find the sides of the field. Let us see the solution. Assume the length of shorter side is equal to x meters. Diagonal will be 60 meters more than the shorter side, which is equal to 60 plus x meters. Longer side will be 30 meters more than the shorter side, that is 30 plus x meters. So this is the shortest side, which is x meters, and this is the longer side, which is 30 plus x meters, and this is the diagonal, which is 60 plus x meters. So applying the Pythagoras theorem, longer side square plus shorter side square is equal to diagonal square. So we can write x square plus 30 plus x whole square is equal to 60 plus x whole square. X square, this can be expanded as a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So 30 square plus 2 times of 30 multiplied by x plus x square is equal to 60 square plus 2 times of 60 multiplied by x plus x square. So 2x square plus 900 plus 60x is equal to 3600 plus 120x plus x square. So transposing right hand side terms to left hand side, we get 2x square plus 60x plus 900 minus x square minus 120x minus 3600 is equal to 0. So this becomes x square plus 60x and minus 120x is minus 60x plus 900 minus 3600 is minus 2700 is equal to 0. For the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, the roots are minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So if we compare this equation with the standard equation, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 60 and c is equal to minus 2700. So roots are minus b is minus of minus 60 plus or minus square root of b square is minus 60 whole square minus 4 times of a is 1 and c is minus 2700 divided by 2a is 2 times of 1. This is equal to 60 plus or minus root of 3600 plus 10800 divided by 2. This is equal to 60 plus or minus square root of 14400 divided by 2. This is equal to 60 plus or minus 120 divided by 2. Therefore roots can be 60 plus 120 divided by 2 or 60 minus 120 divided by 2. Therefore roots is equal to 60 plus 120 is 180, 180 divided by 2 is 90 and 60 minus 120 is minus 60, minus 60 divided by 2 is minus 30. Since minus 30 cannot be the side of the field because it is negative, hence this value can be ignored. Therefore x is equal to 90, hence shorter side is equal to 90 meters, diagonal is equal to 60 plus x, which is nothing but 60 plus 90 is equal to 150 meters, and longer side is equal to 30 plus x, which is nothing but 30 plus 90, which is equal to 120 meters. Moving on to the seventh problem. The difference of squares of two numbers is 180. The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the two numbers. Let us assume the larger number is equal to x. So, square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Square of smaller number is equal to 8 times the larger number. So, smaller number is equal to square root of 8x. According to the first condition, the difference of squares of two numbers is 180. That is, square of larger number minus square of smaller number is equal to 180. So we can write x square minus 8x is equal to 180. X square minus 8x, transposing 180 to left hand side, we get minus 180 is equal to 0. So the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 are minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. If we compare this equation with the standard equation, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 8 and c is equal to minus 180. So the roots of the equation become minus b, which is minus of minus 8 plus or minus b square is minus 8 square minus 4ac, 4 times of a is 1 and c is minus 180 divided by 2 times of a is 2 times of 1. So this is equal to 8 plus or minus square root of 64 minus of minus is plus 4 times of 180 is 720 divided by 2. So this is equal to 8 plus or minus square root of 784 divided by 2. So this is equal to 8 plus or minus 28 divided by 2. Therefore, roots can be 8 plus 28 divided by 2 or 8 minus 28 divided by 2. 8 plus 28 is 36. 36 divided by 2 is 18. 8 minus 28 is minus 20. Minus 20 divided by 2 is minus 10. If larger number is equal to 18, smaller number is square root of 8x, which is 8 times of 18. This is equal to plus or minus 12. If larger number is equal to minus 10, smaller number is equal to square root of 8x, which is equal to 8 times of minus 10, which does not exist. Therefore, we must not take larger number as minus 10. This is because smaller number does not exist for the larger number minus 10. Hence, the larger number is 18 and the smaller number is plus or minus 12. Moving on to the 8th problem, a train travels 360 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Find the speed of the train. Let us assume the speed of the train is equal to x km per hour. So the time taken for the train to travel 360 kilometers is equal to 360 divided by speed of the train, which is x hours. This is because time is equal to distance by speed. Now, if the speed had been 5 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. So the increased speed is equal to x plus 5 km per hour. So we can write x plus 5 km per hour. Now time taken to travel with the new speed is equal to since the distance is same, we write distance as 360 and the increased speed is x plus 5. According to the given condition, if the speed had been 5 km per hour more, the train would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. So we can write 360 by x plus 5 is equal to 360 divided by x minus 1. So we can write 360 by x minus 360 divided by x plus 5 is equal to 1. So the LCM will be x times of x plus 5. Here 360 can be taken common. So here x plus 5 and here minus x is equal to 1. So 360 times of 5 divided by x times of x plus 5 is equal to 1. Now we can write x times of x plus 5 is equal to 360 times of 5. So we can write x square plus 5x is equal to 1800. X square plus 5x minus 1800 is equal to 0. On comparing this equation with the standard equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 5 and c is equal to minus 1800. So the roots are minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So roots is equal to minus 5 plus or minus square root of 5 square minus 4 times of 1 multiplied by minus 1800 divided by 2 times of 1. This is equal to minus 5 plus or minus square root of 25 plus 7200 divided by 2. This is equal to minus 5 plus or minus square root of 7225 divided by 2. So roots is equal to minus 5 plus or minus 85 divided by 2. The roots can be either minus 5 plus 85 divided by 2 or minus 5 minus 85 divided by 2. Since the speed cannot be negative, this value can be ignored. So the value of x will be minus 5 plus 85 divided by 2, which is 80 divided by 2, nothing but 40. Therefore, the speed of the train is equal to 40 km per hour.
Now let us move on to the 9th question. 2 water taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. So let us move on to the solution. So let us assume time taken by the smaller tap to fill the tank is equal to x hours, say. So according to the condition, the tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than a smaller one to fill the tank. So time taken by the larger one is equal to x minus 10 hours. So now here, since the smaller tap can fill the tank in x hours, so the part of the tank, the smaller tap, can fill in 1 hour is equal to 1 by x. So since the time taken by the larger tap to fill the tank completely is x minus 10 hours, so part of the tank, the larger tap, can fill in 1 hour is equal to 1 by x minus 10. So together, part of the tank filled in 1 hour is equal to 1 upon x plus 1 upon x minus 10. So since in 1 hour, part of the tank filled by the two taps together is 1 upon x plus 1 upon x minus 10. So part of the tank filled in 9 3 by 8 hours is equal to 9 3 by 8 multiplied by 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10. On converting 9 3 by 8 into its improper fraction, we have part of the tank filled in 75 by 8 hours is equal to 75 by 8 multiplied by 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10. But according to the question, the two taps together can fill the entire tank in 9 3 by 8 hours, that is 75 by 8 hours. So accordingly, the equation that we can frame is 75 by 8 multiplied by 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 is equal to the total tank that will be filled in 9 3 by 8 hours, that is 1. So now let us simplify this equation. So let us transpose 75 by 8 into the RHS side. So this implies 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 is equal to 8 upon 75. So this implies x minus 10 plus x whole divided by x times x minus 10 is equal to 8 upon 75. So this implies 2x minus 10 is equal to x times x minus 10 is equal to 8 upon 75. So now on cross multiplying, we have 8x times x minus 10 is equal to 75 times 2x minus 10. So now on expanding, we have 8x square minus 80x is equal to 150x minus 750. So now transposing 150x minus 750 into the LHS, we have 8x square minus 80x minus 150x plus 750 is equal to 0. So this implies 8x square minus 230x plus 750 is equal to 0. So now we have finally obtained into a simplified quadratic equation. So now let us find the roots of this equation. And for this, let us compare the quadratic equation with the standard form of the quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. On comparing, we have the values of a, b and c. So a is equal to 8, which is the quotient of x square, and b is equal to minus 230, which is the coefficient of x, and c is equal to 750, which is the constant. Now let us calculate the value of b square minus 4ac. So this is equal to minus 230 whole square minus 4 times 8 times 750, and this is equal to minus 230 whole square is 52,900 minus 4 times 8 times 750 is equal to minus 24,000. This is equal to 28,900. Therefore, the value of b square minus 4ac is 28,900. So now, to obtain the roots of the quadratic equation, we shall apply the formula. So the formula for finding the roots of a quadratic equation is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. Since we have the values of a, b, and c and b square minus 4ac, we shall substitute them in the formula. So on substituting, we have x is equal to minus b, which is minus of minus 230, so it gives 230, plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac is square root of 28,900 whole divided by 2a, that is 2 multiplied by 8. So this gives x is equal to 230 plus or minus square root of 28,900 is 170 whole divided by 2 multiplied by 8 is 16. So we have two values of x. So this gives x is equal to 230 plus 170 whole divided by 16, comma x is equal to 230 minus 170 whole divided by 16. So this implies x is equal to 400 by 16, which is 25, and x is equal to 60 divided by 16, which on simplification we have 15 divided by 4. Therefore, the two roots of the quadratic equation that we have obtained are 25, 15 divided by 4. So now we need to choose one value of x that suits to our question. So let us consider the case of 15 divided by 4. So actually x is the time taken by the smaller tap to fill the tank. If x is equal to 15 by 4, that is the smaller tap takes 15 by 4 hours to fill the tank, then the time taken by the larger tap would be x minus 10. So that is 15 by 4 minus 10, which is obviously negative. So the time taken can never be negative. X is equal to 15 by 4 is not admissible. Clearly, x is equal to 25. That is time taken by the smaller tap is equal to 25 hours. Therefore, time taken by the larger tap is 10 hours less than the time taken by the smaller tap, that is 25 minus 10, which is equal to 15 hours. So now let us move on to the 10th question. An express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train to travel 132 kilometers between Mysore and Bangalore without taking into consideration the time they stop at intermediate stations. If the average speed of the express train is 11 kilometers more than that of the passenger train, find the average speed of the two trains. So let us move on to the solution. So let us assume the average speed of the passenger train be x kilometer per hour. According to the question, the average speed of express train is 11 km per hour more than the passenger train. So it will be x plus 11 km per hour. Now let us calculate the time taken by the passenger train. So time taken by the passenger train to travel 132 kilometers is 132 kilometers 132 by x hours, since we know time is equal to distance by speed. So now let us calculate the time taken by the express train. So the time taken by the express train to travel 132 kilometers is 132 divided by x plus 11 hours. It's because of the same thing, that is time is equal to distance by speed. And now according to the question, time taken by the express train to travel 132 kilometers is 1 hour less than the time taken by the passenger train. So let us form an equation. 132 divided by x plus 11 is equal to 132 divided by x minus 1. The time taken by the express train is equal to 1 hour less than the time taken by the passenger train. So now let us simplify this equation. Let us transpose 132 by x plus 11 to the RHS. So this implies we have 132 by x minus 132 by x plus 11 is equal to 1. So this can be written as x times x plus 11 is equal to x plus 11 minus x is equal to 1 by 132. So this implies 11 by x times x plus 11 is equal to 1 by 132. So this implies on cross multiplication we have x times x plus 11 is equal to 11 times 132. So we have x squared plus 11x is equal to 1452. So now on transposing 1452 to the LHS, we have x squared plus 11x minus 1452 is equal to 0. And now we have obtained a simplified quadratic equation, and now we need to find the roots of this equation. So to find the roots, let us compare the obtained quadratic equation with the standard form of the quadratic equation, that is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So on comparing, we have the values of a, b and c. So a is equal to 1, which is the coefficient of x squared, and b is equal to 11, which is the coefficient of x, and c is equal to minus 1452, which is the constant. So now let us calculate the value of b square minus 4ac. So b square is 11 whole square and minus 4 times 1 times minus 1452. So this is equal to 11 square is 121, and minus multiplied by minus gives plus, and 4 multiplied by 1452 is 5808. So on adding, we have the value of b square minus 4ac is 5929. So now to solve this equation, we shall apply the formula to find the roots of the quadratic equation. So that is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So we already have the values of a, b, c and b square minus 4ac. So on substituting, we have x is equal to minus 11 plus or minus square root of 5929 whole divided by 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2. So this is equal to x is equal to minus 11 plus or minus square root of 5929 is 77. So minus 11 plus or minus 77 whole divided by 2. So here we have two values of x. So x is equal to minus 11 plus 77 whole divided by 2, comma x is equal to minus 11 minus 77 whole divided by 2. So this is equal to x is equal to 66 divided by 2, which is equal to 33, comma x is equal to minus 88 divided by 2, which is equal to minus 44. So now here we need to choose a value of x which is best suited to the question. So in case of x is equal to minus 44, average speed of a train can never be negative. Therefore, x is equal to minus 44 is not considered, since average speed of a train can never be negative. Therefore, x is equal to 33 gives the average speed of the passenger train as 33 kilometers per hour. Therefore, the average speed of express train is x plus 11 kilometers per hour, which is equal to 33 plus 11, that is 44 kilometers per hour. Now let us move on to the last question. Sum of the areas of two squares is 468 meters square. If the difference of their perimeters is 24 meters, find the sides of the two squares. So let us move on to the solution. So let us assume side of the smaller square is equal to x meters. Therefore, perimeter of the smaller square is equal to 4 times x, that is 4x meters. Since it is given in the question that the difference in their perimeters is 24 meters, so definitely perimeter of the larger square is equal to 24 more than the perimeter of the smaller one, that is 4x plus 24 meters. So from this we can obtain the side of the larger square, that is 1/4 of the perimeter, that is 1/4 of 4x plus 24 meters. On simplifying, we have 1/4 times 4 times of x plus 6. So 4 gets cancelled, which is a common factor. Therefore, the side of the larger square is x plus 6 meters. So therefore, area of the smaller square is equal to x square meter square, and area of larger square is equal to x plus 6 whole square meter square. But according to the question, sum of areas of two squares is 468 meters square. So x square plus x plus 6 whole square is equal to 468. On expanding, we have x square plus 12x plus 36 is equal to 468. This implies 2x square plus 12x plus 36 is equal to 468. So now on transposing 468 to LHS, we have 2x square plus 12x plus 36 minus 468 is equal to 0. So this implies 2x square plus 12x minus 432 is equal to 0. So now taking out the common factor, we are left over with the final simplified quadratic equation, that is x square plus 6x minus 216 is equal to 0. Now we need to solve this quadratic equation and find out its roots. And for this, let us compare the obtained quadratic equation with the standard form of the quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So on comparing, we have the values of a, b and c. So a is equal to 1, which is the coefficient of x square, and b is equal to 6, which is the coefficient of x, and c is equal to minus 216, which is the constant. So now let us find out the value of b square minus 4ac. So b square is 6 square minus 4ac is 4 times 1 times minus 216. So this gives 36. Minus multiplied by minus is plus. 4 times 216 is 864, which gives the value of b square minus 4ac is 900, which is definitely greater than 0. So the given equation, so the obtained equation can be solved. So let us solve this equation using the formula to solve the quadratic equations. So the formula for the roots of a quadratic equation is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So on substituting the values of a, b, c and b square minus 4ac, we have x is equal to minus b, so it is minus 6 plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac is square root of 900 whole divided by 2a. It is 2 times 1, which is 2. So this implies x is equal to minus 6 plus or minus 30 whole divided by 2. So x has two values. X is equal to minus 6 minus 30 divided by 2, comma x is equal to minus 6 plus 30 divided by 2. So x is equal to minus 36 divided by 2, which is minus 18, comma x is equal to 24 divided by 2, which is equal to 12. Now we need to choose which value of x is best suited to our question. We have assumed that x is the side of a smaller square. A side of a square can never be negative. Therefore, x is equal to minus 18 is not considered, since side of a square is not negative. Therefore, side of the smaller square is equal to 12 meters, and therefore side of the larger square is 6 more than the side of the smaller square, that is x plus 6 meters, so which is